Hello, William Jommy here. So previously we achieved something like this. Okay, so let me show you. So we already got this my pixel art dash animation ready, and let's go back to the scene. Okay, so we can move left. Okay, I believe I need to click here. I believe we can move left and right and using edge to actually dash. Okay, so okay, so it's just a animation, but I can sort of hack it by give it a x velocity. Okay, x velocity and then dash. Okay, so something like this. Okay, but here is the thing. If you just press edge, it will enter the dash state. Okay, it will enter the dash state. But there's no way that you can change the duration of the dash. So we just apply the animation as if it's dashing, but it's just it's like really hot, like a TikTok video, something like that. So it's like like standing still and doing all this silly movement, something like that, or something like this. Okay, I know it's dumb, but yeah, that's what we at this stage right now. So what I'm going to do is to actually solve this bug, okay, by adding the dash speed. So dash will like have a certain speed, have a certain duration. So it's like a blink, boom. Okay, so let's do it. So what I'm going to do is to go back to our scripts, and I'm going to go back to the player state. So we got like a lot of movement properties. Okay, so that's the variable that we're going to add. So we're going to do public and float, and I'm going to dash force. Okay, that's pretty good. I can dash 10. That's pretty good. And come on, public float, and I'm going to wall slide. Yeah, we haven't actually got the wall slide yet. So what I'm going to do is to have a dash duration. So dash time. Okay, that's pretty good. Dash time 0.1 f. Yeah, that's pretty good. But there's no way that I know that this specific number is good for this specific scenario. So what I'm going to do is to accept the compiler suggestion, but I have to, test it. But luckily, I already got a header. So if you go back here and you click the player, which is the game object that this player script attached to, you can actually see the header here, and you can quickly adjust the setting. Okay, so you got these movement properties, movement speed, jump force. Okay, and dash force and dash time. Okay, so yeah, pretty good. Yeah, let's actually apply these changes. So let's actually apply that. So we got the dash force and dash time. Let's go back to air dash state. Okay, that's where all the fun begins. So state time is 1f. So instead of using that, I'm going to get this dash time. Player dash time will be the state time. So it will be a timer. And I want to get the player speed. Okay. So at the update, we can have a player set velocity x. Okay, let me think about it. Set velocity, so x velocity, x dash speed. So instead of just use the x, I can just have a dash velocity. So I can inherit the y. Okay, so player dash speed. So dash speed multiply the facing direction. Okay, do I declare the facing direction here? Yeah, basically the facing direction is that when you jump and then you touch the ground and you're facing this way, if you press dash, you will just dash this way. Okay, so yeah, I think this makes sense. And the y velocity, I can just inherit the y velocity. So rigid body and velocity and y. Okay, and it can't resolve. Okay, it's not dash speed. Okay, so maybe compiler thinks the dash speed is a good word. Yeah, yeah. Strangely, compiler suggests the dash force, but I think this is something wrong with the AI because they already like vectorized my whole project, it should like make this match. So what I'm going to do is to change this to dash speed, so that will match. Let's just go back here, okay? Just copy it, so we'll absolutely match. Okay, so yeah, that's the way we will assign. Yeah, I believe we can already test the thing here. Okay, but obviously there will be bug because I did not finish. So let's just go back here and let's just test this, just give you a visual representation of what's going on. So okay, so if I go left and right, pretty good. Space jump, pretty good. What about I facing this direction and edge? Oh, as you guys can see, I just fall off the ground. Okay, fall off the ground. Yeah, not fall off the ground, but rather it's here. Okay, so let's do that again. But this time I'm going to facing this way. Okay, I'm going to move myself a little bit here and edge. So slide all the way. So the time duration is already passed, but there's like a velocity here. Yeah, I'm going to solve that. All right. So in order to solve that bug, really simple. You just need to think about this. Okay. The bug exists is that when you dash, there also will be a x velocity. Okay. So you guys can see when you dash, you already got a velocity, right? You got dash speed, and when you exit that dash state, that velocity will exist. Okay. So it will move forward. So that's the reason we're going to stop that x velocity. So dash and stop, dash and stop. So that's exactly what we are going to do. So dash state, when you actually exit the dash state, so let me show you the code. So when you actually exit the dash state, you just need to stop that player, okay? So I'm going to get hold of player, reset velocity, that's pretty good. Or if you're not so sure, you can just hard code and set velocity to 0. So x to 0, but I want to keep the velocity of y here. So you can like go up, dash, or like dash or up, okay? And then you want to keep the y velocity, whether it will go up or go down, okay? You don't want to, just set the y velocity to 0, okay? And player may like utilize it and do something like really crazy, like stay in the air, something like that, okay? So I'm going to keep the velocity of that rigid body y, but just, dash is like a horizontal thing. So I'm just going to reset the thing horizontally. So let's test it out, and finger crossed we can solve this dash problem. So yeah, finger crossed you will pass the compiling. And all right, so just wait. Okay, so let's try things out by left and right. Yeah, that's pretty good. So jump. Okay, I can jump this way. I can. Okay, let's dash. Dash. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty snappy dash. I love it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's move it closer. Okay. Okay, dash. 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 Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty snappy. I love it. And I'm going to move. Okay, I'm going to use my mouse here. Okay, I'm going to zoom it in a tiny little bit. So let's move it here. Dash. Dash. That's pretty good. Maybe speed needs a little bit fine tuning. Okay, here's the thing. If you want quickly adjust things, you can just go to here. Okay, I'm going to increase the dash time to 0.5. Okay, I'm not sure it will work. Okay, just testing it. Oh, that's way too much dash. Okay, 0.5 way too much. So I'm going to halve it, 0.25. Okay, let's test it. That's pretty good. So let's jump. Okay, I can't jump dash. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, but the duration seems pretty good. And speed, let's just test it maybe a little bit faster. Okay, so let's try this. That's pretty good. So the reason I increase the speed because I want to create some like a bigger enemy. So the big enemy will be like approximately this big. So I have to like eyeball it. You have to like go get to the back of this of our enemy. Okay, so for example, I'm here. I want to like be able to go to really back of the enemy, but this may be too much. Maybe 12. Okay, and decrease that to 20, or maybe this. Okay, so yeah, even though I zoom in, I can still like inside the screen. That's pretty good. Okay, I love this. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. And so 12.0.2, you can then update your code. Where is dash? Okay, here 12.0.2, and I want to make it a little bit blurry. So contrary to my first maneuver by using point rather than bilinear, I'm going to make it bilinear. So become a little bit blurry. But it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter because okay, I forgot to apply this. So go back and apply bilinear. Yeah, good. I'll apply this. So when our character dash, it will become a little bit blurry. Okay, that's pretty good. I love this. Okay, I love this. Pretty snappy movements. Alright, pretty good. So yeah, we set out to achieve the dash, and we modify this, and I think it's pretty good. And so that's all for this video. But there are definitely a lot of things that we can improve. So for example, we can't dash in middle of the air. So for example, if you look at here, I can only dash when I am in the ground. Okay, so if I jump and I can't dash, only when I touch the ground can I dash. So this may pose a little bit problem. So for example, if I design something like some fireball, okay, and fireball like got a strange pattern, so this is kind of a some boss fight. Okay, so boss will give you a huge fireball, but it's in certain pattern. So you will, the player, you will be able to like jump. Okay, so get rid of the first ball, but if stay here, it may get like crush this ball. Okay, so for example, the fires are like rotating, so he will have to jump when he see this some gap in between and dash, then to avoid the really complex attack. So yeah, I definitely going to modify this, but it's already nearly 15 minutes, so yeah, I will solve that problem and improve that in my next video. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want the source code, you can even use that commercially. If you join the Patreon, you can download it, and yeah, and I get the direct support from you guys. Okay, thanks and bye.